Well, the moment we have all been waiting for is finally here. With the highly anticipated Season 4 of Stranger Things just launching today, we thought it would be the perfect time to quickly look back at the most shocking moments that have happened in Hawkins so far. How's it going, everybody? It's Elliot from It's Gone Viral, and thank you all for joining me today as we count down the top 10 most shocking moments from Stranger Things. Now, we are going to be covering all seasons, so if you're not up to date, here is your official spoiler warning. And before we start, don't forget to like the video, hit that subscribe button and click the bell so you don't miss any future rankings and celebrity moments. But it's time to heat up our egos and enter the upside down as we rank the top 10 most shocking moments from Stranger Things so far. So starting things off and coming in at number 10 is going to be Will's exorcism. Now, granted, there are a lot of parts in Stranger Things that are meant to make us feel uncomfortable and upset and a little bit uneasy, but we feel like this moment gets forgotten about a little bit. In a desperate attempt to save Will's life and separate him from the MINDFLAYER, Joyce, against Will's judgment, cracks all of the heat and the radiators to full and ties Will down to the bed. What follows is an extremely unsettling and shocking scene as the MINDFLAYER fights to keep in control of Will. The uncertainty of even if this will work is what keeps us on edge for the full time. Will is clearly in pain, Jonathan is begging his mum to stop out of fear of killing him, and then Nancy stabs Will with a red hot poker. This entire scene just kept us nervous and on edge. Now, thankfully the plan worked, but that definitely doesn't stop this from being an incredibly shocking and intense moment. Next up at number 9, we have Demogorgon killing Barbara. Now, we're not necessarily surprised that the Demogorgon killed somebody, of course, it's only natural to them. But the aspect that kind of makes this shocking for us is the fact that Barbara died at all. We was kind of expecting her to go missing like Will and eventually be found safe and sound somewhere in the Upside Down. However, unfortunately, this couldn't be further from the truth. After many episodes of Nancy investigating Barb's disappearance, we held out hope, but the shock finally came to us when 11 finally found her remains whilst travelling to the Upside Down. The disgusting state of her body is something that stayed with us for a while, as well as the emotional reaction of Nancy whilst 11 is just screaming that she's gone. This moment honestly left us in silence and glued to our screens at the same time, and we all think that Barbara deserved better. Now, if you're like us, you will have nothing against the MINDFLAYER. He is a fantastic demon and villain. However, for us, the definitive Stranger Things villain is easily the Demogorgon. After 11 destroys the Demogorgon at the end of the Series 1, we were afraid that we'd never see them again. But coming in at number 8 is the Demogorgon returning. After the emotional climax of Season 3, we were left in a state of bittersweet. Everything worked and the world was saved, but again, it was at the cost of Hopper. So you can imagine our surprise and our joy when during the after credit scene for the final episode of the Season 3, we finally see that the Demogorgon has returned. What led to an incredible cliffhanger and a great way to keep us ready and raring to see more Stranger Things. Will we see much of the Demogorgon in Season 4? Well, we don't know, we hope so, but seeing them again at the end of Season 3 was both shocking and perfect for us. And speaking of the Demogorgon, the number 7 spot is going to go to Run. During the intense moment in Season 1 where Joyce is desperately trying to find a way to communicate with her missing son Will, she sets up the lights alphabet as you call it, and after a short moment where Will tells Joyce that he is right here, it quickly descends into something a lot scarier with 3 letters. This is where Will tells Joyce to run. As this happens, the lights go crazy and suddenly and very shockingly the Demogorgon starts breaking through the wall behind her, giving us our first proper look at this demon from another world. Other than the flash appearance when the demo takes Barbara. This moment had us on the edge of our seats and kept us completely silent, and without question was one of the most tense moments of the first seasons, as until this point we didn't really know what to expect still. But once the Demogorgon broke through the wall, all the bets were off. Moving on to number 6, in Season 3, we are going to be giving it to the moment where the MINDFLAYER absorbs the townsfolk and attacks them all. Now, we knew that the MINDFLAYER had possessed people all across town and had some bigger plans for them, but we wasn't expecting this at all. A line of terrified people melting into puddles of goo to be merged into the bigger being of the MINDFLAYER. This not only grossed us out hard, but shocked us beyond belief, as there were no words to describe how we felt when we watched this. Then the MINDFLAYER of course attacks them all with all of our favourite characters in it, and the last couple of episodes for this season were incredibly tense. The climb to this fantastic moment and the finale were definitely pushed by this disgusting and shocking moment. Now, halfway through, coming in at number 5 is the incredible moment where Eleven musters powers that we have not seen from her yet in closing the gate and stopping the MINDFLAYER from entering Hawkins at the end of Season 2. This scene is one of our personal favourites of all time, finally showing the incredible power that Eleven truly holds, stopping all of the Demodogs, protecting Hopper, and closing the gate in this truly perfect and shocking finale moment. We were left speechless as Eleven used her past trauma and her past hate to unleash what can only be described as her ultimate power. We don't really need to explain why this moment was so incredible and so shocking. To anybody watching this knows why, but an incredible payoff for Eleven's character and a finale to a season that we will not be forgetting anytime soon. A truly incredible and shocking moment. Now at number 4, unfortunately we are getting to the sad and shocking. Now for the past couple of seasons we've pretty much been taught to hate Billy, either for his racist agenda in Season 2 or for the fact that he's just a bit of an ass through Seasons 2 and 3, and that's putting it lightly. However, when he was taken over by the MINDFLAYER, we knew this wasn't going to end well. After many episodes of him fighting with the group, and specifically Eleven, who he shares a connection with, the last thing that we was expecting was for him to sacrifice himself to save her from the MINDFLAYER, and let alone actually get pretty upset over his death. Billy is a testament to the writers, as they got us to feel shocked and upset over a character that we have hated for seasons. And Billy's death hits hard. Not as hard as Max's reaction to losing Billy, but definitely one of the most shocking and saddest moments of the show so far. And speaking of sad and shocking moments of the show, coming in at number 3 and taking the bronze spot is going to go to Bob. My lord, this one hurt. Throughout Season 2, we fell in love with this amazing character and his relationship with Joyce and the boys. Then when they get even closer with him being the great puzzle solver, and then finally getting so excited that he's with the rest of the bunch fighting evil and saving the day, all for that to be snatched away from us in the most unexpected manner. The way he runs away from the Demodog, slams the door in his face and reunites with Joyce, we finally have a moment to breathe before he is tackled to the ground and killed by an extra one. We don't need to explain why this is shocking and absolutely heartbreaking, but my lord, this moment hurt. Bob deserved better, and this easily goes down as one of the most shocking moments in Stranger Things ever. Taking the silver spot and coming in at second place is a scene from the first episode of the new Season 4. Now, we didn't know what to expect with this at all. Still on the come down of the climactic finale of Season 3, we was expecting just a nice and slow return back into the town of Hawkins. Well, we could not be more wrong if we tried. We always wondered what happened to the other experiments inside of Hawkins' lab, and now, unfortunately, we finally know what happened. 11 killed them all. Now, we did not expect this. The gruesome room full of corpses, and little 11 just stood there, staring at Brenner, covered in blood and festering rage. This is a phenomenal way to start the new series, and it instantly gets us hooked and invested again. And, of course, shocked to our very cause. If this is how they start and open Season 4, then boy, we are in for a journey. And now, for the number 1 spot, the most shocking moment in Stranger Things, and I think we all know where this is going. Of course, the number 1 spot can go to Hopper and nobody else. The other half of the climactic finale of Season 3 shows Joyce and Hopper finally trying to break the gate at the other facility, whilst also fighting Gregory, who is basically the Terminator. This entire scene had us glued to our screens, for our hearts to be absolutely crushed when we realised that Hopper isn't going to make it out. The look that he gives Joyce as he begs her to turn the keys will be in our minds for a long, long time. We were speechless, shocked, upset, every emotion you could possibly feel at this moment, we felt it and then some. This truly is the most shocking and gut-wrenching part of Stranger Things, and we're pretty sure we're not the only ones thinking this. And that's it, guys, our top 10 most shocking moments in Stranger Things. Thank you all so much for watching, and please don't forget to leave your opinions on what you think the most shocking Stranger Things moment is down below in the comments. We cannot wait to read your opinions. And are we all excited for Season 4? We sure are, and we have a feeling that we are going to get plenty more shocking and sad moments ahead. But also, don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing content, and we will see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, take care, bye bye for now.